Who do you listen to when everyone talking seems to be out of tune? The government, the council, the mayor, or your wife Tina over some fish and chips?
You just don't know where you are, really, do you? You know, we're trying our best. We try to follow everything they've said. Whatever Boris says, we follow to the letter, don't we? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, you can do this, then you can't do this. So very, very confusing.
Bolton now has the second highest infection rate in the country. So like the rest of Greater Manchester, they were in local lockdown restrictions, then came out for 12 hours this morning, and now Bolton and Trafford are back in.
Nobody knows what they're doing, do they? Nobody has a clue. Not got a clue whatsoever.
They're sending kids back to school, but you can't. You have to stay inside and stuff. It's like contradictory, I think.
Government ministers were warned that lifting restrictions in Bolton and Trafford was premature.
It appears that what we had predicted has come to fruition, very unfortunately, and now they've been left with no choice but to U-turn. The issue is that we should never have got to this point in the first place, and that when they realised that they would need to U-turn halfway through the day, on the day when residents think restrictions are being lifted, is just a ridiculous time to make such an announcement.
But the Health Secretary for England stood by the change.
In both Bolton and in Trafford, over the last few days, we've seen quite a sharp increase in cases and the numbers have doubled. So that's why we had to take this swift and decisive action today.
It's become a reoccurring theme of the management of local lockdowns in England. Late announcements, political arguments, and people left just wondering what they should be doing. In Scotland, people in Glasgow City, West Dunbartonshire and East Renfrewshire are now being told not to visit other people's homes. They've had a month of those kind of restrictions in Greater Manchester. Some places are making progress, but Bolton has slipped back.
If the government keeps it up, if the council do a good job, we have that responsibility. We will, I think, become responsible and keep that distancing. It's going to be a very hard thing to do, but I still feel everybody's responsible and everybody's got to play their part.
Some areas have proved that local restrictions can work, but only if enough people still have the appetite to follow them. Tom Parmenter, Sky News, Bolton.